What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to be using the Gene Cafe-CBR 101 home roaster. Just got this about 2 weeks ago. Pretty excited about it. It's a huge step up from the popcorn maker that I was using before. The learning curve's a little bit steeper than obviously a popcorn maker. So we're going to be roasting about a half pound of some Uganda Mount Elgon grade A coffee beans. Got these from Coffee Bean Corral. I've bought probably 15 to 20 pounds off of them of coffee, and so far I haven't had a bad experience. Take a step back here, show you guys my little novice setup I got going on here. Not much, but it does the trick. I don't know if you guys can see it. The website I'm using is Roast Rebels. They have some basic roasting profiles for the Gene Cafe. Like I said, I'm pretty new to roasting in general and new to this machine. So I've more or less just been going off of what they have. They have breakdowns of certain beans, but I actually have been enjoying this double roast. And I can also give the roasting profile in the description. Alright, so basically what I just did is I put in the beans cold, green, set the temp to about 320 degrees, you can see right here. I don't really use this timer too much. I actually use the timer on my phone. I don't know, personal preference, I feel like it's a little more accurate. So you start off at a low temp, go for about 8.5 minutes. So the purpose of this is to do a slow dry of the beans, dehydrate them a little bit, put them on my little cooling fan over here, and I'll let the beans cool off for about 10 minutes, and then we'll actually go into the start of the roasting process. Alright, so as you can see, I just took the beans out. I always hit the emergency stop on here. The beans out, they're cooling right now. As you can see, they're not quite as pale green, more of a yellowish green. Warm, I wouldn't say hot. So I let them sit there for roughly about 10 minutes. I actually set it for 10.5 minutes. You can do it 10 to 15 minutes is what it says on the roast profile. But back over here, so I always hit the emergency stop to get my beans out right away, but then I always put the drum back in, and I just hit it once, set a time, hit it again, and this automatically, as you can see right here, goes to the cooling cycle, and I always let my machine cool down how it's supposed to on its own. This is back in at 392, and we will roast it at 392 for about 5 minutes. So when I hit the 13-minute mark, I'm going to go ahead and bump it up to 464 until first crack. After first crack, I'll turn it down to, I think, 420 until the roast is complete. Pretty simple profile, haven't played with it much, just kind of been getting a feel for the machine still, and kind of getting the feel for different beans at that same profile. If you guys want to leave any comments on the profiles you guys use the Gene Cafe, or any tips on what I can do better or different to make my coffee better, feel free to post a comment. We'll let this finish up. Alright, so we got the roaster on cool down. We got a nice fresh pile of roasted coffee beans. Got some. I like mine a little bit darker, so I usually start from there, and I'll play around with maybe a little bit lighter roast, just to see where I can get the most flavor out of. Any suggestions, help, advice, feel free to leave a comment. This took overall about, I'd say 45 minutes to do this batch, just because of the way I'm roasting it with the double roast. Yeah, so signing off for now.